Hi, my name is Howard. I've done art for Marvel, DC, Dark Horse, and Image. I'm writing a new 144-page graphic novel called The Wondrous World. Armando Zanker is drawing the book and Simone Arena is coloring it. I'm going to take you through our creative process of making the book. If you're interested in doing your own comic book or graphic novel, watching this video might help you out. I'm not saying our way is the best way or the only way, it's just our way of making the book. This part is going to focus on art. The first thing Armando does is send me designs of the main characters and the main supporting characters. The designs are fluid. Armando makes adjustment when he draws the book, and he went with a more cartoony style when he was drawing the pages, which was fine with me. The next thing Armando does is do rough layouts of the book. This is to make sure there is no miscommunication with the script. Once I okay the layouts, Armando then starts drawing the pages. For layouts, our goal is for the reader to be able to understand what is happening in the story if they were just looking at the images. In fact, I tend to go dialogueless in action scenes. Sometimes I go without dialogue in emotional scenes as well. If the thoughts of a character can be conveyed by how they look, I don't need to repeat it with dialogue or a caption or a thought balloon. That's why I like working with artists like Armando, who can draw expressions well. Good acting is a trait you do not find in most modern comic books, which is unfortunate. On a rare occasion, Armando will make a change in layouts from what I wrote in the script. As long as the storytelling is clear and no meaning was lost, it's okay with me. Usually his changes just to clarify storytelling or to make the page layout more dynamic. If you are working with other people on your comic, you must respect your collaborators. Ideally, in each stage of production, each person in charge of that stage, in this case art, makes what they are working on better, and when it's passed on to the next person in the production, that person also makes what he is working on better, and so on. Armando uses Photoshop to do rough pencils of the pages, and he uses Manga Studio to ink. He still likes using traditional methods, but other factors like time and style play into what tools he decides to use. As I mentioned before, this is how we do our book. You should draw your own book with whichever method you think is best. Do not be afraid to try new techniques or use software or tools that are not typical. Comics is art, and art is not bounded. Whenever you get the opportunity, you should strive to break new ground. Remember that comic books are a visual medium. You want your pages to be visually exciting, even if there is just talking on the page. If you don't have action happening on a page, try to give your characters something interesting to do, or put them in a stunning environment. Drawing comics is hard work compared to other jobs in the commercial art field. The deadlines tend to be short. In other fields like animation, video games, and film, those artists can specialize in a specific area. For example, in animation, they have different artists doing storyboards, backgrounds, designs, and layouts. In comics, one person does all that. With that in mind, writers should be sure that they are giving artists something that they can draw with passion, because artists are spending more time drawing that book than writers are writing it. When Armando finishes drawing a page, he uploads the file and I start lettering it, and Simone starts coloring that page. Join me for part 3 where I will talk about the color process, and be sure to click on subscribe so you don't miss it. Thanks for watching.